Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. Today we're going to have a bit of a theatre chat about a show that I have just seen, a little bit of a review, but mainly a chat about the wonderful Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, currently showing at the Gillian Lynne Theatre. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please stick around and we'll get into it in 2 seconds. The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, let's get into it. I actually saw this show on its UK tour, which happened quite recently. I was in love from the get-go. The whole thing is literally magical. There are illusions involved in the show, some of which I think I worked out after last night, but there's a couple I still haven't worked out and I will have to go back and try and do it. The show is literally magical for all ages, both 3, 13, 23, 30, hang on, now I'm 32. Oh, I nearly aged myself there, careful lads. Yes, I think it's an amazing show. It is brilliantly timed in a way because of the school holidays, but also it is great to slowly go into autumn winter in a world that is forever winter. Also, if you're going in a heat wave, it's a great theatre to go to because it's got air conditioning. But by the by, let's get into the actual review. So this show has been directed by the amazing Michael Fenton. If you have ever seen my videos before, especially my theatre ones, you will know that I'm quite fond of a little show called Amelie. He was also the director behind that show, and it was great to see his work on stage again. Alongside him in the creative team, there is also set design and costumes, which have been done by Tom Paris, lighting design, which has been done by Jack Knowles, and sound design, which has been done by Ian Dickinson and Gareth Tucker. The show immerses you into 2 separate but different worlds. Firstly, as the show starts, you were brought into war-torn Britain, where children were sent away miles away from their parents, from everything they know, and dropped in the middle of nowhere with someone they don't even know, they never met, which is a crazy thought to think. And then on top of that, you are then secondary, I don't know, you are then immersed again into a second world, the world of Narnia, the magical world of Narnia, which is complete with snow and with a full-scale puppet of Aslan, which has been amazingly designed by Max Humphries and directed by Toby Ollie. The human/animal choreography has been done by Chanel Talifergus, and that is no mean feat. If you've never seen the show, then you will not be aware that for the most part, as well as moving people around the stage, that you also have to move instruments. This show is a musician-actor collaboration, so most actors on stage at all times have got some kind of instrument, as well as doing small choreography on top of the ensemble also doing some more large-scale choreography throughout the show, moving things, taking things. Also, there is a couple of full-scale dance moments, including I'm not going to spoil who turns up, but there is a full-scale dance in the top of Act 2 starring a very special guest, and that is all I'm going to say. The cast again were absolutely chef's kiss. They are the best cast in the world, and I will fight anyone who says otherwise. It was a mix of both the tour cast we had when we saw it on tour, and also some new additions to the cast. Now it is in the West End. So let's just go through and review. Firstly, we've got the Pevensies, who are Susan, Peter, Edmund and Lucy, who are played respectively by Robin, Amar, Shaka and Delaney. Delaney is a new addition to the Pevensies 4. The other three took on their roles whilst they were on tour. Delaney is a new face, but she was also absolutely amazing and completely fit in alongside the other three. It's like they have been together from the beginning, and it was really amazing to see all four in action, working together and having that sibling chemistry, which is so pivotal to their point. Sam Womack returned as the White Witch, who I always think is such a difficult role to play, because you could play it too scary and then it could frighten the children a little bit, but you can't be too nice because she is also evil. So I think Sam plays it so well, as she is just on the right side of scary, but not too scary that we're not going to frighten the 5-year-old that's behind us. Oliver Grant again returned as the head crawl, amongst other things. The crawls are my favourite. I shouldn't like them because they're not nice people, but the crawls I love, and especially Oliver as the head crawl. It's the voice, it's everything about it. I just love it. It was really nice to see it again, even though I did forget a couple of things that happened in the crawls. All I'm going to say is green skirts, and I'm going to leave it at that. I forgot. I was giggling in my seat for a good 2 minutes afterwards. Oliver also takes on part of the role of the puppetry of Aslan. I did mention previously that Aslan is a puppet. It is also a man. It works so well to do both together. So you have the physical human Aslan, who I'll get into in 2 seconds, and also the full-scale puppet of Aslan too, who doesn't make an appearance for a while into the show, but when he comes out, he is jaw-dropping. Even for me, for a second time, I was like, it's amazing just to watch it move. And it moves so brilliantly because, like I said, it has 3 people in charge of the entire puppet, and they are Oliver, as mentioned, Sean Lakeman and also Sean McCourt. They work so brilliantly together to make this massive line move, and I just am in awe of their work. There, I said it. As I mentioned, puppet Aslan, I should probably move on to human Aslan. Human Aslan, which is an oxymoron, is it? I haven't studied English in a while, but the person who is the person being Aslan is Chris Jarrod. Again, I saw him on tour do this role. He is amazing in it. There's something about Chris's voice, just, it's so lion-like. I don't know how to describe it, but it is so lovely just to hear him speak as Aslan. I could sit there all day. It's beautiful, and it was great to see him again in the role. Fellow other Amelie alums, as I put them in here, of Rachel Dawson, Jez Unwin, Johnson Willis and Matthew Hinchcliffe was lovely to see again. Like I said, massive fan of Amelie, so anytime I get to see that cast in roles again is brilliant. Morgan this time is being played by someone new, and the new Morgan is Emmanuel, and I hope I don't ruin his second name, Jimmy. Sorry, I am terrible at names. I should just write them down, shouldn't I? But he was amazing to watch. There is such power behind being Morgan, because of how it moves, and it feels like the people who play that role, because I've seen 2 now, it's just like it's second nature, but it must be so like strenuous on all parts of your body. So So it's amazing to watch, and Emmanuel was absolutely brilliant. And the final special little mention goes to the best two in the entire cast, my two favourite. And they are the Beavers, played by Christina Tedders and by Gillian Holt. Oh, I love the Beavers. There's something about them. It's just the characteristics of them. They're just, I would happily, I'd happily go and live with the Beavers. They are the best. And they just make me smile. I love them. They are brilliant, and Christina and Julian did them absolutely brilliantly there. Got it out eventually. I could go on and on about this cast. Again, there are a few of the tour cast in there, and also a few new faces, including Misha Richardson, who I last saw in Come From Away, and because we were that close when she was on stage nearby, I was like, that's Misha. It's quite sad, but I did. And yeah, it was great to see her again alongside some old and new faces, and everyone works so brilliantly together to create such an amazing production of an amazing show. So I guess you're probably wondering, did Claire like this show? Would Claire recommend it? I think you can already tell by the fact I've sung its praises for the last 16 minutes that it is absolutely amazing. It's great to see it again because, like I said, I saw it on tour. It was lovely to see it in its entirety. The stage is obviously much bigger here in London than it was on the tour, and yeah, it's amazing to watch. I really want to see it again, and I also want to bring my friend down with her daughter because I think she'd just be amazed by it. It is in London now until January the 8th, 2023. I will definitely be returning multiple times, definitely towards Christmas. And yes, it is absolutely brilliant. Go and check it out. There are some great offers out there for tickets. Whether you see it whilst it is still the summer holidays, or if you get to see it in a few weeks, few months, it's there now for the next 4 months, and yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. I shall be going back, and I will now leave you in peace because it's been a whole lot of a video. So yes, that is pretty much that. Thank you for watching this review. Have you seen the show? Will you see the show? Let me know your thoughts down below. And yes, that is pretty much that. I am going to silence myself. You've heard enough of my voice now. And yeah, I will love you a lot, and I will speak to you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.